Do you struggle with low self-esteem? Having pride in all aspects of your life can be challenging, especially in those times that are stressful or can even feel hopeless. And so today we'll be talking about how to have pride in yourself all year long, every day, with 3 actionable steps. And you know me and my threes by now, yes. And then of course there'll be a bonus one as well. So let's dive in, shall we? 3 ways to feel pride every day and be proud of yourself and raise your self-esteem and feel more valuable and all of those wonderful things. So number one is find a community. Now, I know this means being a little brave, that this kind of thing is challenging for me as well. So finding your community is getting out there and joining a group of people, like-minded people, where you'll feel a sense of unity, maybe even solidarity. So it could be what kind of habits do you like? Perhaps there's a gardening club or a book club, or even joining a health club. There's so many opportunities to be where people are. And when you build that sense of community, you feel a part of something and you're never alone. And people will be there when you need them. They will very often know that you need support and you don't even have to ask because you are part of that community. And it really helps you to be able to understand that you may be unique, yet you are never alone, meaning there are a lot of people who are similar to you in your uniqueness. And that's a really good feeling. The second thing is to volunteer. Now, what's sad about volunteering is people say, I don't have the time. And that is just a misperception of how you're spending your time, because there is such a great sense of value in paying it forward and volunteering. So think about those things that you love, those things that maybe challenges you have overcome and you would like to help others be able to raise. Maybe it's helping an underdeveloped neighborhood begin to be clean again. Perhaps it's the environment and cleaning the beaches on the weekend. Volunteer, animal shelters. There's so many opportunities to volunteer, and it could be as little as 1 hour a week. I take that back. Could be even as little as 1 hour a month. But in order to raise this sense of pride and your self-esteem, I would recommend that it's about an hour or so once a week. And then again, ideally around people. If not, there's lots of ways virtually as well to volunteer. Because when you volunteer, you feel valuable and you have empathy, because no matter where you might be in life, wherever you're volunteering, you're helping raise that vibration. So you're already at a higher level and you're bringing that to that opportunity. Okay, so volunteering is extremely important, and it's so easy to do. Just sink into your heart for a moment and decide where you would like to help make a difference and support. And then the third is to stop comparing yourself. It's hard to have strong pride and self-esteem and all the things that you do and your actions and your appearance when you're comparing yourself to other people. And this is very dangerous, because people very often that you're comparing yourself to are literally a hot mess. And you just don't know that, because I have a saying that, you've heard the one, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, right? And so my thought beyond that saying is the grass is always greener on the other side because there's more manure over there. It could really be stinky. And, from here, you think it looks fabulous, but there's reasons why. And so just begin to cultivate, again, going back to your uniqueness, the way you look. Women are notorious for, if they have curly hair, they wish it was straight. And if it was straight, they wish it was curly, and they wish they were taller or shorter or whatever. And so when you look and you say, this is me, this is my temple, this is my body, it's unique, it's fun, it's exciting, and you begin to really to love yourself. And I know it sounds corny, but to be able to look in the mirror and say, I love you, and to tell your body, thank you, I appreciate you for everything you do for me every day. Okay, so stop comparing. That will make a huge quantum leap in how much better you feel about yourself every day, because you don't know the struggle of those people. You don't know their angst. You only know you, so do you. Be you. And then, of course, the bonus is to start educating yourself. Just don't make assumptions. Stop thinking that you know everything. And so dive into self-help. And if you've done so already, then my recommendation is to stop reading the books and start applying the knowledge, because knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is power. Okay, I would also like to mention that this June of the year is Pride Month. And gosh, it's been over 50 years. In June of 1969, in New York City, were the Stonewall riots, where the community, well, back then I don't even know if they had LGBTQ, but they had a community. They had a sense of wanting to support each other. And the police were discriminatory. They were unjustly doing raids and other horrible things. So the Stonewall riots are the foundation of June being Pride Month, because they were in June of 1969. And sadly, it's been over 50 years now, and not much has changed. Not enough has changed. And in some cases, we're getting steps back in getting the support that the LGBTQAI plus community is deserving. And so beyond the month of June, educate yourself. If you're in the community already, I represent the A, then you can be an ally. If you're not in the community, if you're in the community, then you're just going to be supportive all year long. And how do you do that? By voting, by getting decent people in office who can affect positive change. And you can also, if you think about educating, how can you help educate people who are willing to want to know more? And so you can do the flags. I have this one pin that I like to wear. And anyhow, there's just so many things that you can do. But it begins definitely with voting, being more active, helping to educate, and to be an ally to help stand up for and support those people who may be being bullied or terrorized, even if it's by the police in their own community. And again, here we go back to being brave. It can be scary and it can be dangerous. And, I don't have that, in appearance-wise. My heart goes out to those who are beyond bullied for their appearance. And so to stand strong in your uniqueness, keep your community close for the support. And, my struggle with, not being asexual, and people are like, what? That's not possible. You've been married, you have 2 children, you have 3 failed pregnancy attempts. So, there's something wrong with you. I was constantly told there was something wrong with me. I sought mental help. I sought drugs from my doctor, and nothing solved the problem. And I just, back in the day, continued to think there's something wrong with me. And then as I begin to join these communities and I begin to research and learn and educate myself, I was crying watching the stories of people that are just like me, that have my story. And I realized I'm not alone. And I'm me. So embrace you, be you, do you to the best of your ability. Get in those communities, volunteer your time, educate yourself, and that way you keep your vibration about your uniqueness very high. And if you're a word nerd like I am, some things to look into are the words solidarity, unity, respect, equality, diversity, inclusivity, all of that. Yeah, there's just so many opportunities to be able to expand your awareness around beyond the month of June. And so I would love to chat about this more. I'm Elle Grinnell, your benevolent coach in all things happy and healthy. And I've been on a lot of journeys, as have you. And I would be happy to spend some time and chat with you and see how we can collaborate or support or direct each other to a happier, healthier life. So in it to win it, teamwork makes the dream work, all those kinds of fun sayings. That's why I'm here. So the opportunity to chat with me is below. Please like, subscribe, follow, share. Those are all wonderful actions of paying it forward. So until next week, my friends, stay happy and healthy.